Hi friends, today's lesson is on how to cook the world's greatest green beans. Okay, to make these green beans, first of all, the first thing you need is a cup of coffee, because without coffee we just can't function to do anything. So grab you a cup of coffee. I like to drink this Starbucks Pike Place coffee that you can make in your own coffee pot at home. That gives you plenty of energy. Okay, for the ingredients that you need to make the world's greatest green beans, you only need 2 spices. You need onion powder and you need garlic powder. That's the only 2 spices that you need. Notice I said onion powder and garlic powder. Make sure don't say onion salt or garlic salt or any of that stuff. You don't need the salt, you want powders. Onion powder, garlic powder. You need to get some bacon. Do not get your deli style bacon because most of those are not very fatty. You want to get bacon that has plenty of white in it, like Oscar Mayer has plenty of fat in it, and that gives you the best taste for your green beans. So if you're trying to get bacon out of your deli and it's not very fatty, your green beans are not going to be as good. You want to make sure you get a cheap bacon. I use Oscar Mayer. It's not cheap, but you can go with your store brands. As long as you see plenty of white in it, it'll give you a good flavor for your green beans. Might not be good for your health. You might have a heart attack. And a disclaimer, by doing this, you claim all responsibility for heart attacks and all that stuff, because eating greasy stuff will give you a heart attack. So you take it's all your fault. You take responsibility. If you cut yourself, burn yourself, or any of that stuff, it's all your fault. You take responsibility by using this recipe. Okay, the next ingredient you need is an onion. It can be a yellow onion, it can be a white onion. I like white onions better, but my wife got me this yellow onion, so I guess we'll use a yellow onion today. If you want, you can use red onions. I mean, a red onion does not have any natural sugars. It's a pretty bold onion, but my favorite is the green one because it's a medium onion, unless it has a little bit of green in it. Then them bad boys are pretty raunchy. Okay, you need, if we're going to fix enough today to take to a family gathering for Easter or any other holiday, get you 5 cans of green beans. Can be generic ones, like these ones are Hy-Vee, which is our local Kansas City grocery store. And we're going to make this recipe today with 5 cans of green beans. If you're just making it for you and your wife or your husband or whatever, just a couple, just cook about 2 to 3 cans. Probably about 2 cans should do it for a side dish. Okay, first thing you want to do is you want to wash your freaking hands, folks. I mean, germ spread and all that stuff, and who knows where your hands have been. So you need to make sure, and I don't even want to know where your hands have been, just wash them. Okay folks, you want to get you an onion, and you want to, I'm trying to do this so you can see it, which this is not a good angle, but cut both ends off of your onion. Then you want to carefully just slice through about 1 layer of onion, and you can kind of peel it to where you get all the good onion here. Okay, and you want to just Slice your onion in about 4 slices. You'll have 4 slices, and then take 2 and 2, and you can just kind of do it kind of like that without cutting yourself, because it's your fault if you do. Do not cut yourself, do not burn yourself, do not stab your better half or whatever with the knife. You take all responsibility, it's your fault. Okay, we're then going to take our onion, and we have a pan that's, I don't know, a spaghetti sized pan, I guess you would say. And you want to dump all your onions in the pan without making a mess. If you make a mess, it's your fault. If your spouse kills you because you made a mess, it's your fault. Okay, now we want to take our bacon, and you want to open your bacon. I used to make these easy to open, but apparently they're not doing it like they used to, I guess. Maybe they have. I guess you can open it pretty easy there. Okay, we are going to take about approximately 7 slices of bacon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I don't know. Take at least 7 slices of bacon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess it's only 6 slices. Alright, now we got 7 slices of bacon. You can put your bacon away back in the fridge. Okay, take your knife, and different knives cut different than other ones. Make sure you get a knife that's sharp enough to cut through these, and you want to cut it into small little pieces. Like that. You gotta be perfect. Okay, you want to take all these pieces of bacon and dump it in the pan with your onions, and then make sure you wash your hands, because I don't know if you know it or not, but this is raw meat. You need to wash your hands after you handle it. Okay, next thing you want to do is get you a spatula, and then you have all your bacon and your onions in here in this pan, and you want to make sure you locate the proper burner controls and put it about in I don't know, the 5 o'clock position to start with, and we'll see how it goes. And you want to cook this until it's like just brown just a little bit. Make sure you don't burn it. If you burn it, you got to start from scratch with the new onion and fresh bacon. Make sure you keep stirring. Stir your stuff. Try to make sure it don't burn. Okay friends, if for some reason your bacon does not have a lot of grease in it, like this for some reason just kind of let me down on the grease, you can dump a little bit of canola oil in there to help it not burn as bad. You don't want to burn it. So if you have to, put a little bit of canola oil in there to keep it from sticking to the bottom of the pan. Okay, you want to take your green beans after you get your bacon browned. Pour all your green beans in here. All 5 cans or however many you were fixing. Okay, then you want to make sure you get enough in there. Fill about 1 can of your green beans. After you dump it in here, fill it up with water and dump about 1 can of water in there. That way you know that your stuff's not going to dry up. Okay, then you want to take your spices. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dashes of garlic powder. Take your onion powder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least 7 dashes of onion powder. And then you want to simmer your beans for approximately 45 minutes. Stirring occasionally. Make sure you stir occasionally. Be careful because green beans can get goofed up. So you got to do it carefully so you don't ruin the green beans, the textures and everything else. You could mash them or whatever. You don't want to do that. So handle with care, gently. Now I turn the heat up just to get it warmed up. We got it about, oh, I don't know, 3 o'clock position or so until you get it to bubble, and then you want to turn it down to approximately the 7 o'clock position, maybe even the 8 o'clock position or so, to let it simmer. Okay, we are kind of in a rush for time, so we're going to have to speed ours up. You can cook these faster than 45 minutes. You just got to keep the heats up higher. But you'll get the best flavor if you simmer for approximately 45 minutes. But if you have to, you could get them done in about 20 minutes. You just have to have your heats higher. But that's only if you're in a hurry. That's how you make the world's greatest green beans. God bless. Hope you enjoy.